Number 2 is don't forget the details. And I put Minnie Mouse on there because if any company handles the details well, it's Disney. A friend of mine years ago went to Disney, and it was one of these god-awful hot summer days in Orlando. And it's like 120 degrees, and he walks in the park, just from the parking lot, and his sweat's just dripping off his head. And he's got a Cardinal baseball hat that already has sweat rings, building on it. And there's a street cleaner that's cleaning the street, and they're cleaning the street with one of these big vacuums. And he stops them, and he asks the young man, he says, I need to get some ice water. Is there anywhere I can get some ice water? And the young man says, yeah, down on Main Street here in the green awning, there's a store where you can get some ice water. So he goes up there, and as he gets closer to the store, there's a line outside the door. And he's thinking, that's like the last thing I want to do, is sit in line for a glass of water. And as he kind of peers in, he sees one of the employees kind of motioning to him, and he looks around, me? Yeah. The guy comes in, and the kid is holding a glass of water, and he hands it to him and says, have a great day at Disney. And what happened was, the employee who was cleaning the street had a walkie-talkie, and when he asked for water, he radioed up to the guy in the green awning store. Those are the details. And the details make all the difference in the world. Another Disney example, I just took my son last week to Disneyland. When you go in, you go to Disney, and you spend all day with your kids, and you're tired because you walk like 18 miles, right? And you sat in all the lines, and you're dehydrated, and you're hungry because you didn't want to pay, $50 for the meals, And so all these things, and the last thing you want to do is walk for 3 hours trying to find your car in the parking lot, If anything could destroy your experience that day, it's that. Well, at Disney, when you come in, they hand you your parking ticket, and they tell you to keep it on you at all times during the day. So when you come and you cannot find your car, you hand this parking ticket to anyone, and what they do is every 10 minutes they park people in a different area. So at 9 o'clock is Woody, at 9:10 is Minnie, at 9:20 is Mickey. So they can look exactly at the exact time you came in and tell exactly where your car's parked. And so you don't have to walk around for 3 hours. And even if you don't follow the rules and don't bring your ticket stub, if you can give them a ballpark idea, they can find your car. So the details are critically important, and you can't forget them. And a lot of times it's a mindset. For Disney, just one family equals $50,000 in that family's lifetime. And we're talking the theme park visits. We're talking going to their movies, buying any of the Disney merchandise. $50,000. So when my friend came in and wanted water, he wasn't a $300 customer. He was a $50,000 customer. And that makes all the difference in the world. And a lot of times, it's the mindset that you have. And that's one thing that my company doesn't do well enough. We look at a $10,000 sale, and we should be saying, this is a $100,000 sale. And it changes your whole perspective. And I hope that you guys start to look differently at some of your customers as you start to look at your customer service.